Not as good as Magic Johnson, you're not as good as Larry Bird. You're good, but you're not as good as those guys. I had to listen to all this, and that put so much wood on that fire that it kept me each and every day trying to get better as a basketball player. For someone like me who achieved a lot in over the time of my career, you look for any kind of messages that people may say or do to get you motivated to play the game of basketball at the highest level, because that is when I feel like I excel at my best.
I would never say I was cutthroat. I was a competitor. Cutthroat sounds like I'm a villain. I'm not. I'm a competitor to a point where if you're my opponent, if I knock you down, I'm not picking you up.
A good competitor always evaluates his opponent, and you understand for what he really is, but you never try to give him confidence. You try to take it at all times, and sometimes it's easier to take confidence and sometimes it's harder. But mentally, I gotta find a way, and sometimes you have to trick yourself. You have to look inside yourself and find the different types of challenges from game to game. I look at who I'm playing against and look at some of the things that now I can focus and pull out to get me ready for the game. That's how I got myself motivated, but it wasn't the same every game. It was, I had to trick myself. I had to, more or less find a focus to go out and play at a certain level for whatever reason.
But you guys gave me the motivation to say, you know what, evidently I haven't proved enough to these guys. I got to prove to them that I deserve what I've gotten on this level. From that point forward, I wanted to prove to you, Magic, Larry, George, everybody, that I deserve to be on this level as much as anybody else. And hopefully over the period of my career, I've done that. Without a doubt.
Was fear of failure a motivator?
I never feared about my skills, because I put in the work. Work ethic eliminates fear, so if you put forth the work, then what are you fearing? You know what you're capable of doing, what you're not.
I do anything to win. If that means we play team format, we win. If that means I have to do whatever I have to do, we're gonna win, no matter how you look at it.
Who were some of the guys you enjoyed competing against, personally?
All the best. Bird, Magic. I enjoyed playing against them because they pushed me as a basketball player. That was one of the most beautiful things about the Dream Team, is that all these guys that I competed against each and every day, and they got me all flustered and all motivated. I wanted people to know the difference between me and Clyde. It was always a comparison, and I didn't want it to be a comparison. I wanted it to be totally different. I wanted people to see that on the highest stage. And every game was like that, proving ground. Trying to gain that extra edge. The greatest thing about the game of basketball to me is the passion, the love that I have for it. Because when you have love for anything, you'll go to the extreme to maintain that love. What love does, drives you to do everything you need to maintain that connection. If I didn't have the love for the game of basketball, all the things that I just panned out to you in my career would have never been achievable for me. But it was truly my love for the game that kept me pushing to be the best basketball player that I could be. To be the best at anything, you got to have a certain love for that to make you overcome all the obstacles that's going to be thrown in your way. That's what the game of basketball has been for me.
Never say never, because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion.
As soon as you look back in your history and you come up with something that you feel like you want to change, something else has to change. Disappointment, to me, to win, you got to lose. To be successful, you got to have something that's not successful. To be happy, you got to have disappointment. Don't wear your reputation, don't wear your accolades, don't wear your personality on your sleeve. Let it happen, let it be you. It is who you are. Don't hide from it. Take a pause, but don't wear it and rub it in people's faces before you make a decision and say, what if? And the purpose for saying what if is that whatever decision you make, always either going to have consequences, either pros and cons. Be able to deal with the consequences of what decisions you make. And you think about that. If you think about the consequences, pro or con, you make the right decision that you feel is the right decision. Now, all the decisions I made, other people may view to be not the right decisions from their perspective. But for me to go play baseball, and everybody says, oh, it was a failed opportunity to play baseball. That's what they think. For me, it was the best thing that could have happened for me because it allowed me to go back to the game with a stronger passion. So that's the things that my father and my mother instilled in me. Take a negative and turn it into a positive. Don't be afraid to fail.
And now everybody says, wow, they were lucky. They were lucky the first time. Now do it again. Maybe they wasn't lucky. Do it again. This team is not bad. And the mentality of your leader, starting with Phil, getting to me, getting to Scotty, and then to the rest of the team was, okay, let's find a way to stay up top. That means we got to go this extra mile. We got to go a little harder. We got to go a little longer. You got to really kill teams. Send a message, send a sense of fear to whoever, come in that building. Went from coach to the other coach, and the mentality never changed. It got higher and higher and higher. Till you knock us off, we still the best. When I got to the pros with Kevin Lockery, when I was drafted number 3, Kevin Lockery used to put me on the starting 5. We used to be killing the second 5. But he wanted to test me out. So let's say we're going to 8, and it could be 5-1 or 5-2 against the second team. If you lose, you got to run. He would switch me in the middle of the game to the second team. And I'm saying, well, okay, you trying to prove a point? Boom, we'll bounce back and win the game. Those are all training tools for me. And every day in practice was like that to me. It was a competition. So when the game comes, there's nothing that I haven't already practiced. It's a routine. Whatever happens in the game now, okay, I've done this before. I practice as if I'm playing a game. So when the moment comes in the game, it's not new to me. That's the beauty of the game of basketball. That's the reason why you practice. That's the effort. So when you get to that moment, you don't have to think. Instinctively, things happen.
The game of basketball has been everything to me. My refuge, a place I've always gone when I needed to find comfort and peace. It's been a source of intense pain and a source of most intense feelings of joy and satisfaction, and one that no one can even imagine. It's been a relationship that has evolved over time and has given me the greatest respect and love for the game. It's provided me with a platform to share my passion with millions in a way I neither expected nor could have imagined in my career. I hope that it's given the millions of people that I've touched the optimism and the desire to achieve their goals through hard work, perseverance, and positive attitude.